excuse me, here we are. So for the Zoom, like one, you know what I'm saying? Once I re-upload this, you'll see what I'm talking about. You can go on my Martin Screen Facebook page, and if you look at yesterday at 8:28 p.m., I made this status. And it says, when you make a date with her for 8 p.m. a week in advance. I gotta need my glasses. God dang, this shit look crazy. I can't even see that good, man. When you make a date with her for 8 p.m., right? Oh, that's so much better. We make a date for 8 p.m. a week in advance. Then a few hours before the date, she tells you she has to be home by 10 p.m. because she has to work in the a.m. Mind you, she's 46 years old. What does that mean? Now, my only issue with this situation is like, I have no problem with dates being canceled. You know what I'm saying? I've been flaked on, all kinds of stuff throughout my love career, if you want to call it. I got no problem with that. But when I just have last second changes that I feel like I'm being rushed or I'm being pressured, that's the only issue I had. This individual, it's not a bad person or nothing like that. I just think it just made for an interesting status because, you know, her reason may have been legit. You know what I'm saying? Got to go to last second schedule change. She got to go to work or whatever early in the morning. But my thing is, if I'm picking you up around 7, 8 o'clock and then you got to leave at like 10, you know, I may even drop you off earlier than that. But my thing is, I just don't like the looming feeling and the pressure of, oh, I gotta let her go. You know what I'm saying? I gotta drop her off and stuff like that. And you know, I'm not even gonna go into the different reasons. I put the status out there, and I basically, not even basically, I just let the people speak. I let the people say what they had to, you know, say, you know, see what it is that it is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like having my, let me see, show video panel. Yeah, show myself. Good. Yeah. So now you guys in the Zoom, y'all gonna see me talking. Well, you can see me out. Whatever. I'm going crazy. But at any rate, so I'm gonna read it over again. Read the status again. And it says, when you make a date with her for 8 p.m. a week in advance, then a few hours before the date, she tells you she has to be home by 10 because she has to work early in the a.m. Mind you, she's 46 years old. What does that mean? And it's got 18 likes, 96 comments. For nobody like me, that's not that bad. And you know what I'm saying? This got so much traction that, you know what I mean? I had to, you know what I mean? This is what I'm going to start doing. Like, whenever I make a Facebook status and it gets like a lot of traction, I'm going to do videos, do my Zooms, do my YouTubes, and etc. And just build. You know, it's all about trying to just develop content, man. Constantly, every single day, even if you don't feel like doing it. That's what I learned from Star Troy Terrain. So is this chick playing me? Is this chick with the bullshit? This is what we're trying to figure out. First person says, my boy Ethan Horn. He says, it sounds to me like she doesn't want to have sex on that date. Perhaps she is down for it in the future, but not that night. Just my guess. And I respond. Now, right, I have an audio here. Now, for those that are on my different platforms, you're not gonna hear this, right? But as a matter of fact, I don't got no guests or whatever, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna just play it. Unplug my headphones, and I'm gonna just play this. And this is my response. Oops, got the volume on.
Because if you know you got to get up early for work, you know, why would you make plans? People drink at night and stuff like. I don't drink, but why would you make plans if you know you got to go to work? A simple, you know what? Or I got to go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this another time. What are we in 8th grade? Motherfuckers got 10 o'clock curfews. This shit crazy. Dating sucks. Hey, that's possible. But my thing is, if you know you got to get up early for work.
If you know you got to get up early for work, like, why would you make some quick ass plans on a Friday night? You know what I mean? I would rather. I want you. If I'm taking a lady out, I want her undivided attention. I don't want her worrying that she has to be somewhere else real quick. It's not about sex or anything like that. This is the thing. A lot of women, like, they're so presumptuous when you take them out that you're going to want to have sex. And a lot of times we do. A lot of times it's in the back of our mind. As Kevin Samuel says, a lot of times we would like sex on the menu, but just because something's on the menu doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to order it. You know what I mean? And a man ain't gonna do nothing. A man, I'm not talking about no savage, but a man ain't gonna do nothing to a woman that she doesn't allow. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Maybe like I hadn't seen this person in a long time, and we weren't intimate before, so maybe that was in the back of her mind. She was trying to set something up so I wouldn't try to pressure her for that. But I think that's kind of like presumptuous on her part. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go out, have the date, do our thing. But if you got to get up, because if you got to get up early, nothing wrong with rescheduling. Like, you don't have to like rush to have a date. I want you like in a more comfortable situation, because I know for a fact if I got to get up early in the morning to work, first of all, I'm in the bed by like 9. I'm not making no plans. Even like I'm like maybe earlier, I might do something happy hour or something like that. But when I know I got to get up, I don't drink anymore or anything like that. But when I know I got to get up, man, I'm not trying to make no plans with nobody, because I don't like feeling like on some Cinderella, like the stagecoach going to turn into a pumpkin. I don't like that feeling, that anxiety. I think it just makes for a better date when your night is clear. You know what I mean? And you can do whatever. Like I wanted to do some bowling, get something to eat, do karaoke. You could squeeze that in and rush it and do 4 hours. But the bowling game alone, like say you got to be home by 10 and I'm picking you up at 8. We're going to get to the spot maybe like 8:20. So what we going to bowl? Like we going to bowl one game and and then after that's done, barely got time to eat. We might as well eat the unhealthy bowling food, have a couple of drinks or whatever, and then I got to just drop you off. I'm dropping you off damn near the same time I'm picking you up. That ain't no time to do anything. But anyway, the next comment, and this comment was hilarious. Oh yeah, no, matter of fact, even before I get to that funny comment, so I did my video comment, right? And I said, thing is, at a certain age, those types of games aren't necessary. And this is basically exactly what I said to you guys, and I forgot that I said this. So this proves how much I believe it. I don't like feeling rushed on a date. That's why I never make plans if I have to get up early or work in a few hours. I don't like that looming feeling I have to cut everything short at a specific time. That shit sucks. And my boy Malcolm Champ liked that comment. All right. And then my boy Philip Anthony, this comment is freaking gold. He said, that means she wants the dinner from you. She wants the free dinner from you, but the dessert from somebody else. And they got about 12 likes, and I was like, possible. And I was like, I love this comment. And then what else did I say? I'm scrolling down, and I'm reading it out for the other platforms that don't see what's going on. But like I said, any of y'all can go to my Facebook page, look at 826, my status from 826 yesterday. You'll see exactly what I'm reading if you really do want, if you're interested in following along. And then I was like, possible, and I was like, I love this comment. Stacy Lanes, she was like, yo, Susie Ritza, she's like, I'm dead. My brother Gerard Scott was like, exactly. Shayla Moore was like, oops. And I was like, I said this is comment of the year thus far. I got to work it in my dating woes set of jokes. I'll give you credit, of course, and then whatever. So that was that comment, and then the next one, Nadina, she says, I think she may have to work in the morning, and then I said, somebody laughed at that comment. I think was it me who laughed at that comment? Who laughed at that? Shayla Moore laughed at that because that's the. Well, first of all, she in the status it says that she had to work in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I said, but my thing is, if I knew this information well in advance, I'd have never suggested hanging at a certain time. You know. Now Rose Miller, her beautiful self says, 8 to 10 p.m. is a decent date. I don't see anything wrong. And I said, that's definitely a decent date, but I don't like the looming feeling of having to cut a good experience short or some last second notice-ish. 10 p.m. is just when karaoke is getting started, and she gonna miss Mo's vocals. And then I add another comment, and I said, what I say? Oh shit. I said, and if she got to be home by 10, the date is ending approximately at 9. A 1-hour date on the weekend, the fuck? There's no time to bowl, no time to eat, no time for karaoke. The date just The date just starts to get good 1 hour in. Now we got to do a to be continued. God knows when, like when Power has its mid-season finale. And then Rose Miller says, what did she say here? Oh no, she got to stay for those vocals. I didn't know karaoke was part of the date. Rose Miller then says, also, sometimes 2 hours turns into 3 or 4. We say one thing and do another. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is, matter of fact, I got to like that comment. Will it let me like it? And then share mode? Yeah, I had to like that. I said, Rose Miller, it's going to take more than 1.5 hours for the Mo Green experience. You can take that as any way that you'd like. All right. So the next comment, my boy Jabari Mbaku, she's hungry and get paid next week. I got a few laughs. And my boy Nicholas Malucci, he said, sounds like she's canceling. I got a few likes and a few laughs. Now, Susan Iritza Martinez, she says, it means she's responsible. Better show her she didn't waste 2 hours of her valuable time. And I said, I don't do curfews on some last second shit because I was literally notified about this curfew the day that it was time to have the date. You know, if I knew this was a stipulation, I can only hang until 10, I would have never suggested it in the first place. So, you know what I'm saying? I said, I don't do curfews on some last second shit. She's responsible, but willing to potentially get drunk a night before her shift? No. And I said, what did I say? I said, my time is valuable too. That's why I was like, no sweat some of the time. And then somebody hearted that comment. Susan, she hearted it. She says, I mean, I was going to say stop crying, but you're right. Because I would have said fuck that too. And you know, it's funny, like men, like we are never allowed to like show emotion or be bothered by something. You know, we always got to man up and keep everything bottled in. That's why men die at an early age. You know, that's why men be dying at 60 because we always trying to keep emotions bottled in, and you know, it's demonized or frowned upon when we express ourselves if we feel like we're being slighted in some type of way. That says, okay, so that was Susan Miller's comments. Now my boy Jeffrey Daly. Damn, fruit fly. My boy Jeffrey Daly. He said, what did he say? Let me scroll back up. He said, it means don't call her again. So I love that. I love that comment. That was dope. It means don't call her again. All right. Next comment, my boy Tedward. And Tedward is a deep brother. Me and Ted, I don't know why I call him Tedward, because it's Ted Edward, so it's easy to say Tedward. Me and Ted, we actually did a podcast earlier on another scenario of women, and she always saying, I don't know, she's trying to hang out with it. What does that mean? We actually had a good like 2 hour discussion on that, and we covered a lot, and it was entertaining the entire time. So go to my YouTube at comedian Mo Green if you want to see that. But Ted says, if the date is good, she'll forget she got to work. She's playing potentially. And I was like, fair point, but I'm too old to be playing though. And then my boy Ted, he was like, yeah, man, I'm not a fan of the 8 to 10 because you're right. That's way too tight. But ultimately, if someone having fun, she'll stretch that an hour and a half easy. It could be a test. And I said, yeah, but that's a risky gamble though. I have no problem with rescheduling. I'm not pressed to have the date. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. I'll reschedule. I mean, I'm used to being by myself and going out alone. Now, Barbara says, it sounds like an out. The old call me with an emergency trick is too well known. So I had to give her like the winner emoji. You know what I mean? Because that's what that sounds like. That sounds like an emergency escape plan. But chicks do that. They'll have a date with a guy, and then they will tell like, you know, they'll have a date at like 9, and they'll tell their homegirls, you know what I'm saying? Yo, just give me a call at 9:30. I'm gonna pick up the phone. But no. If I pick it up, that means I want to leave. But if I don't pick up the phone, that means the date's going good. So women play tricks like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So Barbara said that. And then my boy Jeffrey Daly, that's my people's right there. He was like, we grown, not into games. Drop her. I got a few likes, right? And then my boy Stephanie Hernandez, you know, they always try to spin shit, making me say I'm evil. So it means she is responsible and doesn't want to wake up tired because she got to be to work early, and she's not down to DTF. Y'all know what DTF means. And I was like, and because I'm trying to be clean, because I got the Instagram going on, and my 15-year-old nephew be watching. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it relatively clean. You know, he probably see it. He probably be watching more profane things than I ever watched in my life. But you know, I'm not going to be the cause of his corruption. All right, Stephanie Hernandez. Oh, so this is my response to Stephanie. I said, she doesn't have to play a psychological game to express she has no sexual interest. And who is to say the guy wanted to fuck? He could be turned off by her once the date happens. Why agree to a night date if you got to get up early in the morning? And she's like, maybe she's hungry. And I was like, she's grown. She could take care of that herself. And then Stephanie was like, well, cancel and go hang out with your friends. It's Friday. Take her to lunch or something. And I was like, definitely. This is just a scenario that I'm laying out there to see what y'all think. All right. My boy Acapella AK, and he always, you know, he's aggressive with his comments. Always. You know, the views and the opinions expressed by some of my Facebook friends are not the views and opinions expressed by Mo Green. I'm simply just reading comments at this point. So Acapella says it means she's a pathetic one, bottom line. And I'm like, I put up a GIF. I said, damn, pretty harsh. Now Jeffrey Daly probably said the best comment in this whole particular post. He was like, last comment. If I'm interested in a woman and she plans something with me a week in advance, I would sort my schedule to fit that night perfectly. Absolutely no excuses. If that person is fully interested, don't let people on here make excuses for her. So I put that little gif of the little baby at the hockey game, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm feeling it. You know, I'm feeling that. Now, Savannah, another comedian, Savannah Latrice, she was like, what did you have planned? If it was just dinner and it's a first date, don't think too much on it. And I was like, this is a person I've known and had experiences with for years. She's like, okay, I understand. And then I was like, my plans was pool, dinner, karaoke. I said, I can't do all that in 1.5 hours. And she said, I would have been down for 2 out of the 3 and then karaoke. Now Savannah trying to bag me. And I said, 1.5 hours though? Why not just reschedule? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with rescheduling a date. Ain't no biggie. And Savannah was like, I agree. And I'm like, damn, as soon as the calamari come out, she yelling, check please. I gotta wrap up my filet mignon to go. And I got a few likes. And she's like, next time transfer that call to me. So like now Savannah trying to bag me. And then Savannah was like, you seem to have put some thought to this date. With most guys, you only get one option only. Them y'all either going home separately or together. You did good, my brother. And I was like, say what? And the say what was to her comment when she said, next time transfer that to me. You see the lady trying to bag me. She like my auntie, man. Come on now. Now Jennifer Miranda says she has to get her rest. And I was like, so go to bed at 8. Get the fuck out of here. I don't do curfew dates. My boy Bobby Drake says it means date younger. That was funny. My boy Stock G always coming with the wisdom. Stock G said, what did he say? Stock G said, means she's willing to go on a date, but also wants you to know that it don't mean y'all fucking. She's transparent because she told you before you spent a dime. And that's to be respected. And I was like, true. And I said, well, who's to say I wanted to hit it? And then Stock G was like, Maurice, he said, we're hunters, bro. If we take him on a date, ultimately we want to hit. I gotta respond to that right now. I said, yeah, but she could still turn me off during the date. Yeah, so yeah. Ah, crap. Let me type this in. Yeah. Oh shit. This is freezing up. Okay, here we go. Yeah. But she can still turn me off during the date. There is no 100% guarantee that I'll want to hit at the end of the night. Also, yeah, so my bad, Stock G, and responding to you 15 hours later, but whatever. And my homegirl Annie Banani says, tell her you actually have to be home by 9:47. And then don't give her any specifics. Just drop her off early. This will drive her insane. I'm like, yo, that's freaking brilliant. But it kind of sucks that you got to play these games with some of these ladies, man. Like, why can't we just be direct? Why we like women always talking about they want a real man and XYZ and to be forthcoming, but it seems like deception and deceit and playing these little games is the thing that makes them drawn to you more. So go figure. But my boy Teddy, he made a really good point. He said if you're not really trying to get into a relationship and really trying to commit to somebody, ultimately that in itself is a game. So you have to play these kind of games if you're only like interested in fleeting situations. Like Teddy is deep. Teddy is a deep brother, man. Real talk. Teddy's a real deep dude. I was very impressed with him on the interview, man. Very impressed. Next, my boy Comic Anton. He says it means she doesn't value your effort. It also may mean she may not be on the same level of maturity, as you. And then my boy Devin B. Morgan, she's double booked. Yeah, she probably got another date at 10 o'clock. That's funny. And then Devin B. Morgan, he also chimes in, women over 40 should not get a week in advance. And I was like, facts. And then my boy Robert L. Goggins Jr., he said she has children. I said, bruh, she over 46 years old. And then Robert was like, I'm 44 with a 9-year-old. So, I don't want to give too much information on this individual. You know what I'm saying? But I had to give some more clarity. Because, if you don't give enough information, people kind of draw their own conclusions and kind of fill in the blanks or whatever. And for those that's just hopping in on Facebook, and for those that's just hopping in on my Instagram Live, I'm talking about a status. The status is you make a date with her a week in advance, and then the day of the date, she gives you a curfew, like, yo, I can only I gotta be home by 10. And you make plans for like 8 o'clock. What does that mean? So that's what I'm talking about. Is she playing games? Is she with the bullshit? So just to catch up to speed, that's just hopping in. That's what I'm talking about right now. And I said, all her kids are adults in late 20s and early 30s. That's not it. And then I say she's actually older. I'm just being ambiguous for a reason. Because I ain't trying to put these chicks on blast or nothing like that. But it's things that I experienced. It's things that are going on in my life. And I just like to talk about it and put it out there and just get different ideas. It's not even about putting anybody on blast. It's just about learning. It's about connecting with folks. And this is a means of therapy for me. All right. At any rate, so next says Rosa Rosario says she don't want to be bothered by you for long. You're not worth her time because her time is money. She'd rather chase her bag than being bothered with someone that wastes her time. Just being honest, like this woman got a very negative disposition. She don't want to give you none neither. Your effort or your time she doesn't value. It's time to move past her. I love that comment. And she said, remember, women make time for who they want. And then I responded, and this is a phrase that I've been saying I think I coined this phrase. I said, people make time or they make excuses. And Kelly Taylor hopped in, and Kelly says, sounds like she's trying to get a $3 million, and that's it. Now, Shayla Mora, and she's one of these ladies that always takes the woman's side, regardless of the limited amount of information on it. But Shayla Mora is like, she likes you. Wants to go on a date. That's why she said yes. Putting a boundary because she may actually have to go to work in the morning. So she wants to do both. Go on a date, go to work, but she knows herself enough to say, let's do this, but I can't overdo it by staying out too late. And shit, if the date is going well, maybe that 10 o'clock curfew could extend. Shit. It may also be an exit plan just in case the date is whack. So it's up to you how the date goes. That's actually really good. I'm gonna like that comment. That's actually really good, Shay. Let me scroll down. I said, hold on. I'll just open up these comments. So many. I said, nothing wrong with rescheduling though. I don't do last second curfew dates. Not even saying I try to keep her out all night. As a middle-aged man, I have zero interest in implied curfews. What if I hit her up and said I will only spend $15 on this date? How would that fly? If it ain't your flavor, and then Shay Lamore responds, if it ain't your flavor, I'd say fuck it. All right. And she says, I'm not forcing shit. If it don't blend, it ain't it. And I was like, exactly. And she's like, I feel you. Now, Stephen Hightower hops in. He says, she's obviously playing games. And I was like, I said, old as hell to be playing. I said, most athletes retire late 30s, early 40s. I said, she on that Tom Brady. And then the next comment was Kay Smith. And Kay Smith says, she's older and has a routine. She hates to mess up. She doesn't mean any harm. That's why she mentioned it ahead of time. And I said, just reschedule. It's no biggie. It means, and then Malcolm Champ says, it means the senior community she lives at has a curfew. So that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was looking in too deep to in this particular situation. I just know as a 42-year-old man that I've dated a lot of people, dated a lot of women, broke up with most every woman I've dated. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it was my fault, sometimes it was their fault, sometimes it was mutual or whatever. But I've had a lot of experience. Experience has been hurt a lot of times, been played. You know what I'm saying? Countless times, and given the runaround and been strung along and all types of shit. So after a while, you just get tired of bullshit, and you become a lot more suspicious. You become a lot more skeptical, and you become a lot more cynical, man. Like on my dating apps, I've had dating apps for years. I've recently deleted them, but it just got to the point. A lady would say something slightly off, and she could be a bad chick and give me energy. She say something slightly off. What's it called? I done deleted the conversations of so many chicks I matched with on Bumble. I matched with hundreds of chicks on between Bumble and Tinder and POF. I probably matched with like 500 chicks, man. Now I'm 500. I probably only hooked up like 2 or 3. So after a while, you just get jaded with just constantly failing and constantly. It's like a dog chasing its tail. You're never gonna catch it. When you catch it, you hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Ultimately, man, it's not about worrying about chasing people and trying to get these buns and making these ladies love you. It's about putting yourself in a position to be more attractive without you even having to say something. And as soon as you walk in the room, they just notice your energy, they notice your aura, they notice your vibe. I don't know how to get to that point. I understand the logic of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in the NBA, if your team has a high shooter, if your team shoots good, you're going to win the game. But I can't. I understand that, but I can't shoot like an NBA player. But I know shooting good, a good percentage will help your team win. I understand that, but I can't get out there and demonstrate that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have a better chance of bagging beautiful women than I do becoming a good three-point shooter. But then again, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I got a better chance of becoming a good NBA three-point shooter than getting a beautiful woman. I don't know. Who knows? But that's pretty much it. That's all I had to talk to. You know what I mean? Talk about. I'm sorry. We're gonna do this again. Actually, me and Devin McCrory from the Wellness Initiative. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about. A lot of the alternative music that we liked in the mid 90s when everybody was listening to gangster rap and things of that nature. Me and Devin, we was and basically all my homeboys, me, Devin, Anthony, and Ramon Rivera, we was all heavy into alternative music. We still like hip hop, but we was into that. So tomorrow is going to be pretty fun because we're just going to run through like some of our favorite songs from like the mid 90s and earlier mid 90s. It's going to be like a real nostalgic time. And I think we're going to talk some religion too, but that's all I had to talk about. Like, I will holler at y'all. Thanks for being here for those that showed up. This wasn't interactive. This is more like a one-sided thing. And we're going to keep doing this, man. I'm going to make it a point. I want to try to do this. I want to try to do this at least twice a week, like Monday and Wednesday or Wednesday and Friday. More than likely Friday. Usually Fridays are my day off. I'm going to do these. I'm going to definitely do one or a couple of these on Friday. I will holler at y'all. Hashtag everybody need more green. Peace. Y'all be good, y'all. Peace.